Alright everyone, welcome to another Flat Cap interview. I've got a full couch for this one, so we're all a bit squidged in here, but I'm with the band Electric Sex Pants. I'm going to let them introduce themselves in a minute, so but we're going to find out a bit about the band and what makes them tick and where the name comes from, because that's interesting. So who have we got here? We're all in our stage outfits, so if you want to introduce yourselves, that would be good.
I'm Dwayne, aka the Gimp.
Our Gimp. I'm Nikki, Tricky Nikki, Sticky Nikki, whatever you want to call me.
Richard Picture.
Richard Picture.
I'm Zach.
Zach.
You didn't have to think about that.
Zach Attack.
Did you? Your parents came up with that one for you, which is good. So.
Abs.
Abs. Yeah.
There you go.
Yes, Zach's got an ab fan.
Seem to be beer gut.
Gone from a six-pack to a keg, mate.
Yeah,
It's a walking keg. Yeah.
Goals.
So, okay, bit of background on the band. When did the band form, and how did it all come about?
Ooh. We formed, I guess, well, the first idea about the band came about at the Mid-Coast Meltdown in 2015.
Yeah, January 2015.
Yeah, that's when Pete and we saw each other there, and it was like the end of a long day, and we were both just really tired.
Really tired.
I was sitting on the floor, I remember that, and
Really
Pete walked
tired.
past and jumped up and said hello, and we just got chatting about everything, just this like really quick, condensed catch up, because we probably hadn't really seen each other in over a year or so, maybe even two. But yeah, we just sort of started talking about music, and I said how I was pretty keen to get something going again, and then Pete said that he was keen, and I didn't really believe him. I was like, what? Because Pete's amazing, he's been in all these really cool bands, and
I had ideas and agendas and all that sort of stuff.
yeah. I called him on a message in the next day and said, I don't know if you remember our conversation, because I wasn't sure, we were both exhausted.
That's quite lucky I did, wasn't it? So, yeah.
So that was how the band initially started.
Yeah,
so,
it started with the two of us, and we got together and...
How did you get the rest of the band involved?
Well, I actually had an idea of what I wanted from the start and how I was going to put it together, and I just went and sort of just assembled it like by numbers, if you like, because I had ideas for songs in my head. I didn't know what they were going to sound like, what they were, but I had a method, and there's quite a bit of madness involved in the method, but so the idea was that we just started writing songs together. Nikki had lyrics, I had nothing at all. We got together, and I basically just started putting music to the ideas that she had for melodies and such. And I think the first day we talked for 4 hours and wrote 10 songs in the last 5 minutes before I left. They came really, really quickly. That's not a euphemism.
There's a song about that though.
So tell me about the band name then, and how that came about.
Electric Sex Pants. I've always wanted a band called Electric Sex Pants.
We're both massive IT.
The IT crowd.
Fans.
You would know the IT crowd show, the English. And I'm generalising here. Oh, it's really funny. You should definitely watch it.
Yeah, it was just
British sitcom.
It was kind of an episode that revolved around a pair of electric sex pants.
Yeah. The main character was always, he's the boss, and he's always sexually harassing everybody, and he's just rank, hilarious. And so in order to curb the sexual harassment in the office, he has to wear these electrified pants, and every time he has an impure thought, he gets zapped. And in one of the episodes, my favourite line is I think he's gets a cup of tea or something, and he's staring. I think it might have been that.
It was an Auto magazine.
Oh, Auto magazine. And then he's obviously got a hard on. He goes, oh, god damn these electric sex pants. And it's just,
Then he ends up liking it.
Yeah. He's like, ooh. It's a bit like us.
Yeah, a
At
bit
first
like
you're
us,
like,
yeah.
God damn, what is this?
Yeah.
Ooh, I feel something.
Yeah.
So do you think the name of the band actually sets a theme for quite a few of the songs and that as
Oh,
well?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Could do a little bit.
Kind of by accident too, really. Like,
Yeah.
it's difficult to sort of pin that one down, I reckon.
Yeah.
But it's definitely ended up being, kind of sort of woven into it. I mean,
It's just fun to think about
yeah.
sex in a fun,
Yeah.
fun way. And as a chick,
And we all
singing,
like pants,
Yeah.
and electricity.
Pants are good. Electricity is essential. A bit
Some of us
expensive
don't
these
like to
days.
do without pants, you see, do we? So,
We're exploring solar sex pants, but we'll see how that goes.
I mean, it's
We
kind
need
of
some
like,
funding.
the idea was to do, the first thing that came off the top of their head musically and go with that.
Yeah.
And it just sort of generated a spark, I guess. But it is really sort of born out of nothing.
Yeah.
Just,
it's-
But it happened. It came
just
together
fun,
so
though.
easy.
Yeah.
Like,
Zach came along pretty quickly because, he's like the best drummer I know. So,
Yeah.
I wanted him
Yeah.
in the band.
yep.
And then we had Thorn on bass for a little while,
Yep.
and then this man ate him.
It was an unlikely moment that happened. I was actually
Yeah.
recording these guys in my studio and doing their first EP, so I was just their producer on the first EP that
Yeah,
they were
okay.
recording, and the situation came when they were doing their EP launch and their bass player was unavailable, and Pete gave me a call and gave me 5 days to learn a whole set.
I think we went through them once.
Yeah, and so I learnt them over the course of a couple of days, and then we had one jam together, played the songs once, and
Good to go.
Away you go.
good
The
to
rest
go.
is
And
history,
Yeah,
it
he was
went-
amazing.
It went so well that
We kept the mask, like the mask was going to be because it wasn't our original bass player, and so we were having this mystery.
Yeah, we kind of wanted
Yeah,
to
okay.
disguise what it was, like.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
just stuck because
Yeah.
it's so
It's
cool.
hilarious.
And we like having a gimp on stage.
Yeah, a sad gimp as that.
So,
yeah, that's right.
like a lot of the punk gigs, I mean, I would imagine it goes down sort of quite well. But what about if you're playing sort of maybe mini festivals or stuff like that, stuff that's not necessarily a purely punk crowd?
That's the
What sort of
thing.
reactions do you get? Are they normally positive, or
Yeah,
do you get
absolutely.
Yeah.
That sort of thing we're finding.
It's
It's not.
interesting.
It's not mattering where we play or who we play with. That we're always getting pretty good response from the people there and from the other bands. So
Yeah.
it seems to be crossover times 10.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I think the uniqueness of, I suppose, of our appearance and what we offer on stage, but I think the music speaks for itself,
Yeah.
and I think there's a lot more open
Speaks to
for
me.
many types of
Yeah.
music lovers. It's not just punk,
Yeah.
And what I really love about this is, like, we get a lot of really good feedback from females, and I just love that so
Well, I
much.
was going to say, because a lot, we're in a politically correct age, aren't we?
Yeah.
And it would be quite easy for somebody to maybe not get what you're doing,
Yeah.
and not
Yeah.
realise that
I've
it's
always
just tongue
had-
in cheek.
Mm.
And
I always had
this
a
is
real
offensive
bug about
or whatever,
the
but-
attitude. Like, I know a lot of people that have the attitude that girls shouldn't be in rock and roll
Oh.
bands. And to me, it's like I just think that is just such the biggest load of shit I've ever heard in my life. Like, some of my favourite singers when I was growing up were girls and women, and they can rock just as hard as men. There's-
Yeah.
I don't see any difference.
No.
Like, apart from the genitals. I mean, some women have balls.
Yeah, true.
So you mentioned earlier about the EP. So what have you got out there? How many records or whatever CDs is there out there, and what
There's
can
a couple
people
of
get
EPs.
hold of?
Yep, there's a couple of EPs out there already. You can get that digitally as well, iTunes, blah blah blah, all that rubbish.
Yeah.
Get them in locally at Clarity. We're trying to get them in store around the country, but we can have more information on that coming.
Yeah.
Coming.
Ooh.
There it is again.
always coming.
Always.
Well, yeah. The next release is coming soon, which is going to be a full-length album, hopefully.
Yeah.
At this point. Yeah, that'll be available digitally as well. I usually like to release digitally first, just to get it out there so people can get their hands on it.
Yeah.
And worry about the sort of hard copies and such later. Hard copies don't seem to be as popular these days for various reasons.
What,
but,
as in CDs?
Yeah.
I think vinyls are pretty popular.
Vinyls are
probably
taking-
really expensive
Vinyl
to
would be
produce
good.
as well.
Some
Vinyls
sort
are
of special
fantastic.
release vinyl and a bit of a combo of about
Yeah.
3.
You never know. There
Limited
might be
edition.
there might be a special vinyl
Yeah.
out there soon.
I'm an old boy, so I like my vinyls as
Same,
well.
Yeah.
same.
I just feel if you're buying something,
Yeah.
whether it's a CD or a vinyl, if you've got it in your hands, you feel like you've actually bought
That's
something.
it.
Yeah.
You
That's
know
some
what
of
I
my
mean? If it's on the
favourite
screen,
memories.
it's like
Yeah, that's right. I mean, some of my
TV,
favourite
you know.
memories as a kid were like, buying stuff like Kiss Alive, and you'd open the thing and there'd be these wild photos and
Yeah.
there'd be like stories to read and lyrics to read.
Lyrics,
and,
yeah.
Who's
just
have
the
thanked and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah,
I like
and even
what they
down to like
use.
what
Yeah.
equipment they're using,
Yeah.
and all that sort of detail.
Well, yeah.
It's totally missing from digital.
It
you
is
know?
indeed, yeah.
Don't get anything for your money, really.
Apart from our rap songs.
Yeah.
And you'll pay.
So what about? I know you're pretty active in the local scene. I've seen you a few times and what have you and that. So what about touring and stuff like that? Do you get interstate or
We
you know,
are.
You are?
Yeah, on September 1st we're playing in Bendigo
Yeah.
for
Okay.
Punk Fest 2, I think it's
Yep,
called.
Punkfest
Yeah.
too.
There's about 30 odd bands over 3 stages. So
Oh, that'd be good.
yeah,
Got the
we'll
music
be,
man there.
we'll be one of them.
Yeah.
A bit of networking there for you as well.
We're
then.
coming.
Yeah.
Totally coming for you, Bendigo.
Yes. And we've wanted to play Bendigo for ages. We've had really good radio support there from a lovely gentleman called Mick Griffin who plays us a fair bit on his show as well.
Yeah.
Cheers, Mick.
And yeah, Mick's very supportive of Australian music and also particularly bands that feature females. So he hosts the Queens of Noise show, and yeah. So I think we already maybe have some people in Bendigo already know us. So
Yeah.
that should be quite fun.
Well, when we
like
put
to
the
know
interview
them.
up, you'll have to
We
tag a
will
few
know
of
them.
them so they can actually see you.
Yeah,
giving them a
yeah,
bit
we'll
of a
do
shout
that.
out there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So that's gonna be exciting.
We'll be targeting Bendigo.
Yes.
We'll be coming for you.
With our sex pants fully charged.
We'll be spreading their legs.
We'll come to know.
We're coming to Bendigo.
Coming on Bendigo.
Coming
Yeah,
on
yeah.
Bendigo.
And in
Yes.
and around.
Maybe even before we get there.
Bit premature.
Goes on, doesn't it?
Uh,
So plans for the future then? An album?
Yep.
World penetration.
Yeah,
Domination, sorry. Domination.
So if you get an album out, are you gonna tour the whole country if you can? I know it's always hard because
Oh,
people,
absolutely.
people are
So nice.
working and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, as always, where there's a will, there's a way kind of deal.
Yeah.
I've done a few national tours where it's been like on weekends, every weekend kind of thing,
Yeah.
rather than sort of every day. So you get it in there somehow.
Yeah.
Which is pretty hard in Australia, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's so huge, Australia. It's like,
Yeah.
that's like a whole tour of Europe
yeah,
Well, that's about right.
and
isn't it?
England.
And the
Yeah.
thing is, like in the UK, where I'm from, if I drive 30 minutes, I could
Yeah.
be in 4 or 5 different cities.
Exactly.
Drive 30
Crazy.
minutes here and I've just about reached the
yeah,
city.
It took me longer
You
than
know.
30 minutes to get to this house.
Yeah,
That's it.
that's the scale of the country, and I just think it's really hard to get your music out there or to be
It is.
seen out there
Yeah.
in a place this size,
Yeah, I have done on the occasionally run to Sydney and played and driven home straight away after the show.
Yeah.
Whoa.
But just have to do that sometimes, you got to do what you got to do, I guess.
I think you just got to try and enjoy it as well. And if you
Absolutely.
turn it into
That's
a
the main
chore,
thing.
it will be a chore doing
Yeah.
the road
Yeah.
trips and
Oh,
whatever.
it's
Whereas
rubbish
if
on the
you-
road when it's hard like that.
turn it into a bit of fun or
Yeah.
Yeah.
actually go with a good
Would
frame
you-
of mind, you
Absolutely.
will
Car
enjoy it.
karaoke on the way.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, give each other half hour picking the songs and
Ooh,
Absolutely.
An
Yeah.
album each.
Album
each.
each.
Ooh.
Lots of roadkill to
That's all right
fornicate.
thing.
Do you find
I'll try and resuscitate, then fornicate.
Well,
So-
this is not defecating.
Yeah,
It's no fornicating.
have you all
See what
got
I
similar tastes in music, or is it a
I
varied
think it's a
sort
little
of?
bit varied.
Yeah, I reckon it's pretty
Quite
widely
varied.
varied.
Very, very.
That helps with the songwriting process.
I think so.
Different ideas, yeah.
Yeah,
Instead
definitely.
of it sort of all being down one
Yeah,
avenue.
there's never any preconceived ideas about what a song's going to be. You know, I'll literally get a wave that Nikki sung into her phone,
Yeah.
and I will write with that. I'll put that into my computer, and I'll write around that. So I don't change anything about it. I might cut it up into phrases, but I don't change the melody at all or do anything like that. So
Or the
there's-
key.
Yeah, or the key. Yeah.
Whatever key Nikki sings, we play.
Yeah.
I don't even know what key I'm singing in. I'll just get my phone and I'm like,
Exactly.
I have
right.
no musical backgrounds. I'm like the ultimate amateur.
Yeah, but you know what? It's punk rock, isn't it? So
Exactly.
you know, it's not got to be $1 million produced. It's not about that, is it?
I don't like music
Well, I like it.
defined.
Yeah.
Mm.
At least this is real and it's raw. And
Yeah.
That's
I'm
it.
not
Yeah.
one for overproduced stuff,
Yeah.
and I find that
Exactly.
a lot of bands I do like, the first couple of albums are normally the best, and if they get popular, they just get money thrown at them, and all of a sudden they've got fucking violins and shit like that going on in the background.
That's it.
Oh, this ain't what I signed
Yep.
up for, you know?
I
What's
was
going
only
on?
saying that about a certain American band this morning. That used to be a great three-piece. Now there's 50 million people in a band. They play 3-hour shows and everyone goes to sleep. Well, I do,
God,
that's for sure.
3 hours.
Yeah, and whenever they strip back to a three-piece in their set, it's amazing again.
Yeah.
You know, it's raw and it's dynamic and it's like, you know, what it should be. Not some polished gem, you know, like mass-produced for the dumb masses out there, you know.
I mean, I don't mind bands making money. That's what they want to do
Absolutely.
as well, you know. And if you can make it a living, that's fine. But at some point, you've still got to try and be honest to
Yeah.
where you've come from.
that's it.
And
The people find
you know.
that shit out, like that. You know, the crowds will tear you apart. You know, if you're not coming from the right place. You know.
Yeah. If your goal is just money, it's going to show up.
You probably
If you're
should
doing
get
it because
a
you
job.
love it and you're, you know, making music that you really want to make and people like it and are buying it, and then the money's a bonus, but it shouldn't be the motivation.
Bonus.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you,
That's got a boner in it.
yeah, as long as you're enjoying what you're doing, that's the main thing. And for the
Absolutely.
people
Well, we
that come
sure do.
along-
I think that's what
Yeah.
people like about us. We get on stage and
Well,
just have a ball.
I think people are probably curious as well when they see the name. You know, that if they don't know you, they're thinking, "Ooh, do we dare go to this? What's this? Let me see what this is about." You know what I mean? So it's got a little bit of something with the name and that as well. Isn't it?
Yeah, it does draw attention.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you out there, you've just got to come.
You've got to come and tell us what you think.
So these people, if they, you know, I don't. There's about 1,600 people on the Flat Cat page. So
Ooh,
and there'll be all diverse forms of music, but they can go and check out the Facebook page for information
Absolutely.
and stuff like that. And,
Yeah, most of it,
Yeah.
mostly,
Up to date.
you know, most of all the up-to-date stuff is on the Facebook page.
Because a lot of bands don't keep the pages up to date, do they? You
All
know?
the stupid Facebook algorithms as well. Like sometimes your reach is so low. So if you are wondering when our next show is and it hasn't appeared in your feed for some reason, just jump over to the page.
Yeah,
and
have a look at the page.
yeah, just keep an eye out because I miss heaps of things on Facebook.
Yeah, same.
They'll probably
Nice.
block us
It's
now. We've
ridiculous.
mentioned and slag them off a little bit.
Yeah.
We'll put it up and that'll be
We
it.
love you,
That's
Mark.
it.
Yeah.
Sort out your fucking Facebook though.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, I think that's about it.
Can we talk about our next show?
Of course you can, yeah. Talk about what, yeah.
So we're playing, our next show is with Hope McClute, which is super cool. They're doing a reunion show at Enigma on August 17th, and it's Perdition, which is half of Perdition is here,
Yeah.
Yes.
and Electric Sax Pants as well. So that's going to be really, really good fun.
And, you know, the set times are 8:30, the doors open.
Okay,
Yeah.
after
Be
that.
there,
Just
because
each band are awesome.
Support all of them.
you should come to see all the bands. You know, we want you to stay at our gig.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a bit of a. Sometimes you get there'll be half a dozen people there to and they all go once the band has come to see
Yeah.
and everybody does need to support each other.
Yeah.
So it's only a small community.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
In Adelaide,
There's
especially.
only a certain
isn't
number
it,
of people. That's it. You know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it would be good if people hung around.
Shows would be bigger and better,
That's right.
instead of having half as many people there, and
And we'll have a better variety of venues to play at as well if people
That's
come
the thing.
out a bit more, because it's
Yeah.
kind of shrinking and
The whole thing
That-
swells
yeah.
if you have all the people going into one venue. I mean,
Swells.
it'd be swell.
Swollen. It'll be swollen. So yeah, that's our next show. And then there's a big punk show that hasn't been announced yet, but it's on October 13 at the Published Art House, which I realised. Yeah, I think
You would
so.
just
Yeah.
Doesn't
Well,
matter.
that's an exclusive.
Yeah, because
isn't it?
it's going to be
film, right?
announced very soon. Yeah, and then we're supporting No Fun at All with our friends
We are.
Lizards and Thrashboard, two
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's
Legends.
November
4th, I think.
4th.
Legends from Sweden, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're
Mm.
really pumped about that.
Yeah,
And that was a nice surprise. And Tom from Wolfpack, have you ever seen Wolfpack?
Yeah, I know Tom well.
Fantastic band.
Yeah.
He was
I've done an
instrumental in
interview.
getting that organised for us as well. So
Yeah, he does loads of stuff.
yeah, he's amazing for the not just like the whole Australian music scene. So yeah, that's another big one that we've got coming up. So there's lots of fun things happening. Lots of sexy in the
Sexiness.
pants events.
Lots of moist, sexy
Yes.
swelling.
All right. So go and have a look at the Facebook page. Check out what they're doing. If you want to see them live, you can go and check out the Flat Cat one because we've recorded them as well. But that's it for now. Thanks for coming on, guys.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Cheers, everyone.
It's
See you
been our
next time.
pleasure.
Bye.
Get your fuck on the Satan.
Yes.